Hey there, this is Dennis Furia, and I am the creator of Deck of Wonders. And I wanted to do a little video for other creators, specifically those who are interested in going through Kickstarter, but might not be familiar with the interface yet. Deck of Wonders is actually my first Kickstarter, so I learned a lot over the past week. And most of it I had to learn on the fly in the first 2 days while everything was crazy, because a lot of Kickstarter's creator interface is gated behind a live campaign. So there's a couple insights I'd like to share. I think a lot of this is information that is out there somewhere, but it's either stuff I couldn't find or didn't even know to look for in advance, that caused some major heartburn in my first couple of days. So hopefully this smooths things out for you. And I know it will certainly smooth things out for me if I go through all this again. The first thing is where the creator menu for a Kickstarter even lives. I kind of assumed it would be up somewhere, maybe in your profile or along this top bar, and was like, where the heck is all this stuff? Until I realized that there's just a tiny little menu button up here on the top left that you click and opens up the nav for creators. And so everything you could want is in that tiny little button that's easy to miss, especially if you start scrolling down the page. So you want to click that, and that brings up everything. If you want to get back to the main page for whatever reason, you click the top title, and it will take you there. The second thing I wanted to talk about was how to message backers, specifically giving a thank you message. I wanted that personal touch for everyone who chose to back the campaign, especially early. That's inspired by Jim Cav, so thank you. Check out Kleos, his game. And I couldn't figure out how, because I went to messages, and unfortunately, the messages tab only shows you people who have reached out to you, people who have sent you a message. And I could not figure out a way from this tab, which is intuitively where it would be, how to message backers proactively. I think there are tools around that in the backer report. That was a bit weird because it's all gated by the tier, and I just wanted one generic message for everyone. Early in the campaign, the number of people in the backer report was different than the number of people the campaign said had backed, so I felt weird about that. The way that was most effective that I found was to go to the dashboard. And we'll spend the most of the rest of the time of this video in the dashboard. And you're going to scroll down all the way past everything else, past stuff that we're going to come back to in a second, to get to the activity section. You'll filter that by pledges so that you just see the pledges happening. And then you can click backer info here on the far right to open up a tab for the specific backer. From there, you click send message, and you can send a message to that backer. So as far as I can tell, you have to do that individually. There might be ways to do it through that backer section, the backer report, but that was not working right for me. The numbers weren't lining up. So that's how I want to send messages, and I highly recommend you well. The final thing is how to use this dashboard for custom tracking. You'll see if you come down to custom referral tags, all you need to do is type in a label and it will automatically generate a tag. So I'm going to make the one for this video right now, right? So YouTube creator tips. And you hit generate tag, and bam, it's going to come out right at the top of the list. You copy it and have that ready to go wherever. And so anywhere you would drop a link to your game, try to make sure, or to your project on Kickstarter, try to make sure that it is a referral tag, a custom referral tag. That gives you so much more insight into who's coming to your page and where. Particularly for influencers, and that's something I could have done better. I just didn't get around to making unique tags per all the influencers that I worked with, and they've been amazing. I've had so much traffic driven to the campaign through just non-specific Facebook and YouTube and Instagram links, which I know is the influencers that I'm working with, but I can't really see who or when or how or all that stuff because I'm not using a custom referral tag. So definitely use those. The final thought I'll leave you with is one of the elements on the dashboard. Here it is project followers. And right now you can see how many people have clicked to follow the project in some form. People can actually follow the project before it launches, and that was one of the biggest pieces of data I had to say that I was on track for launch, was number of people who had clicked the notify me button on the project's coming soon page. The trouble is there is no way that you can see how that changes over time in the platform. And once you launch, those people that were there pre-launch are all lumped in with the people who also clicked to notify me or saved the project post-launch. So what I did and what I would recommend anyone who's got a Kickstarter coming soon page would do is just pick a specific time each day. And at that time, it was like 9 to 10 a.m. for me. Go check your coming soon page and note the number of backers there. That will, or excuse me, not backers, but people who have followed the project. That will allow you to see how your kind of awareness and interest in the campaign is ramping up. That will allow you to attach it to big spikes. So, hey, someone big tweeted about the game, spike in viewers. Or, I mean, someone small tweeted about the game and there was a gigantic spike. What happened there? That helps you pick up on all those little things. And certainly I saw a correspondence between those and how awareness for my campaign. So those were big lessons that I learned in my first couple of days of having this live. I hope it's useful for you. If you want to support Deck of Wonders, you can either back the campaign or just spread the word about it. And I am so excited, especially for first-time creators, to hear about your campaign and what you learn along the way. Tell me about that in the comments. I hope you'll come check out Deck of Wonders, and I'll see you around.